combination of capacitors. What is the concept? Combination of capacitors. Okay. So here, first question is, why should we combine? Why should we combine the capacitors? For introduction class, I told you that the main purpose of the capacitor is to store the energy as per our convenient. In different electronic appliances, we are using these capacitors or condensers. But in all appliances, this capacity is not constant. As per our require, we have to use a different capacitors. For example, in a particular fan, just I need 2 microfarads or 3 microfarads or 10 microfarad capacitor I can use. In a particular electronic device, I need to get a 20 microfarads of capacitance. Then I don't have the single condenser with the value 20 microfarads. Then what I have to do? I have to combine them. So different values I have to combine them. So how to combine? How to combine? So here the capacitor arrangement we know. The schematic diagrams, capacitor is represented like this. It is one capacitor. It is another capacitor. 2 capacitors. In such a way, I can join the capacitors. It is one type of arrangement. Second arrangement, it is one capacitor. It is another capacitor. Now the 2 capacitors are commonly connected between one terminal. This is second type. What are the possible combinations for the capacitors are only these 2. One is series combination, another one is parallel combination. It's very important. This is the same topic we have in next lesson current electricity also, their resistors. It is what ma series combination. Series, which is what? Parallel combination. Series combination, parallel combination. Why it is called series combination? This is point A, this is point B. Same, this is point A, this is point B. Why it is called series combination and parallel combination? One plate of the first capacitor connected to another plate of a capacitor. Means end to end combination. It is just like a tail to tail. End to end combination is taking place. So that it is called series. Series means what? In a particular order. One end to another end. But here what happens, see, it is a first capacitor, second capacitor. What is the connection we made? Common connection. This capacitor we made arrangement parallel to the next capacitor. These 2 are now parallel. These 2 are now parallel. So this combination is called parallel combination. So this is the case. We have 2. But combination is okay. What the situation happening? What will happen while these set of capacitors, connected to external source? What it is external source? It might be battery or cell. It is external source. When it is connected to external source, what will happen? And in which combination we have maximum capacitance, in which combination we have minimum capacitance. These are the things we have to discuss. Once if you know the fundamental principle under combination of the series and parallel, you can find out the effective capacitance in series and the effective capacitance in parallel. Okay, so fundamental idea how these are working. Okay, first we need to know charging and discharging. This is important. Charging, second one now discharging. Charging and discharging. So what is meant by charging? What is meant by discharging? I will take only one capacitor for understanding. Yes, this is a capacitor I have taken. Yes, in this particular capacitor, it is an ideal capacitor. There is no source is connected. So now if I connected to this with the battery or cell, means what? V potential is developed. V potential is developed. So when V potential is developed means this terminal is what ma? Positive terminal. This terminal is what? Negative terminal. It is positive, it is negative. So that it is reached to like this, like this, like this. This terminal becomes positive terminal. Then automatically this terminal is become negative terminal. This is what? Charging of a capacitor. So you may get one basic doubt. At what time, how much time it will take to charge? How much time it will fulfill its charging? How much time it will have some energy? At what time the energy is fulfilled? These are the different basic questions. It depends upon what? Is it depends upon its capacitor or this potential? Both. How much external potential we are giving, as per that only work is done. As per that only energy will store. As per that only energy will store in capacitor. Okay. So here V. What is the capacitance formula? C is equals to Q by V. C is equals to Q by V. So how much charge is stored? Direct question. Q is equals to CV. Q is equals to CV. Okay na? So how much charge will store means? It depends upon capacitance of a capacitor and its potential. Because potential is external, it is common. So how much charge? It is based on its potential. If you take 5 volts battery, it will get 5 into based on capacitance. If you take 10 volts battery, the value may be maximum. And one more concept we must apply here also. The capacitance is depends upon its what? Dielectric. What the dielectric we have preferred? Either any other material or whatever it may be. Okay na? Yes. This is what? Charging of a capacitor. Positive, negative. At a particular extent, the charging remains stopped. The charging remains stopped. Why? It will reach the maximum Q. It will reach to maximum Q. What is the maximum Q? C into V. What is maximum Q? C into V. Okay students? Yes. Now the second one is discharging. What is discharging? Discharging of a capacitor. What is meant by discharging of capacitor? As like charging, in discharging also takes place when I take a capacitor which is in a circuit. Already it is charged, plus it is minus. Okay. What is discharging? For discharging no source is required. Why? Because already it is charged. Already it is charged. So what we need? Only we need one particular circuit. Why? Because to get discharge. Charging means what ma? Accumulation of charge. Discharge means what? Losing of charge. Accumulation, losing. Okay, right. So this is what switch. The moment at which the switch is closed, what will happen? This is positive, high potential to low potential. These charges will carry. As per that, we know electric field is always from positive to negative. But electrons are in the opposite direction of electric field. That is the basic idea you have to learn in this concept in next current electricity lesson. Okay na? So, as per that, positive to negative. But here what I am telling, electrons start moving. Electrons start moving. Electrons start moving means switch is closed na? Switch is closed. So the electrons will reach here or not? What are those? Positive. What are coming? Electrons. Plus minus. Neutral. That is what? Discharge. After some time, what is this location? 0. After some time, all electrons comes here. 0. So now what is the energy stored in a capacitor? 0. Charge 0. Q is equals to 0. E is equals to 0. So this is the fundamental idea about charging of a capacitor and discharging of a capacitor. Okay na? Yes. Once again see, charging means accumulation of a charge is maximum. Discharge means the charges are liberating from the capacitor. Okay. So what are those? Yes, positive and negative. At moment at which the switch is closed. The moment at which the switch is closed, what happened? The positive reaches to negative, negative reaches to positive. The two terminals of a capacitor become neutralized. This is discharging of a capacitor. Okay students, so this is the basic idea to understand